Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're watching this video, I did a presentation with a group of teachers, and I said, oh, I must share this with my friends on YouTube. So let's go. It's about Canva, and we're talking about a fun and creative tool for your classroom. Learning can be fun, and Canva is one of the ways that I've found that has helped my content in my classroom to be better. And it makes life easier because the aim is to provide you with information that can make your life much easier. So let's go. We're talking about Canva and all of its awesomeness. So let's do this. So at the end of this, you should be able to demonstrate how to use Canva in the classroom, and you should be able to create at least one product that can be incorporated in your lesson. So if you're not in Canva, join Canva, www.canva.com. So if you're not in Canva, you can stop right now, go ahead, create an account. You have free accounts, so you can have your personal account. If you are a teacher, you can get an educational account depending on where you are, and you can get a business account, but you can start for free. So join now. Step one. Now that you have joined Canva, because you paused the video and gone to Canva, it's just amazing. Many templates, you have illustrations, you have graphics, infographics, whatever you want, I promise you, it's on Canva. And by the time you watch the video, something new will be coming on Canva. So I'm going to show you how to create presentations with AI. So whatever your topics are, Canva has something for you. And so let's look at this. So you're going to search for a presentation. So remember, you already created your Canva account. So right now, I want you to search for a presentation based on a topic in your course, the subject that you teach. And you're going to see how fast you can find an entire presentation. So whatever the topic is. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to go on Canva on my device too. And let me type in canva.com because I'm sharing my screen with the other one, so I don't want to come off. And let's pick. So we're on Canva and I have the free account. Easy. So you can upgrade to Pro if you want, but again, free account. So let's say I was going to do a presentation. I can do a presentation on how to use Canva in the classroom. And if I was supposed to search for how to use Canva in the classroom, at the top here, where it says Magic Design, and it's coming up, you can see integrating Canva in your classroom. You realize that came up. How to incorporate Canva in your classroom. Enhancing Canva. And it depends on what I want. I could get an Instagram post, but if I wanted a PowerPoint, then all I'm going to do, I can just type PowerPoint at the end of the statement and you will see some templates. Of course, you want to make it your own. So I promise you, in 10 seconds, something will be up, less than 10 seconds. And then you can go ahead and decide how you are going to use that in your classroom. So you just go to the search button up here and you realize I typed it in. So here it is. Here is a presentation. Enhance your presentations today. Creative classroom tools. So I could go ahead and customize it. You see, it gives me some template. I can click customize this template. But even before I do that, I can click down here to see what are some of the, if I want this one. So it says, how can Canva enhance classroom creativity? And then it gives me some ideas and you see their transition. It shows me Canva versus PowerPoint. It shows me Canva in the classroom. So I can use it to teach. I can use it to engage. I can use creative ideas, designs, visuals, all of that. And that's just me Googling it. And you see, I found that one. That's one. But if I wanted another one, there are more different color schemes, and this is with AI. All I typed in was how to use Canva in the classroom. So it says integration of technology in education. Sorry, it says that you use Canva for education, and I've used it. I'm gonna show you some of the ways I've used it in my classroom too, in this PowerPoint. But that's one. Let's say you were a math teacher. You can look for algebra, algebra or algebraic PowerPoint. All right, let me put algebra 1 PowerPoint. And I guess it could be more detailed, like functions and all of that, but it shows you combining like terms. You see different things. This one is on Pro. Anyone you see right here with this, it shows you that those are on Pro. If I went into my education mode, I would get more. This is a ready to teach lesson, but you see presentation on algebra, it shows me this one gives me some algebraic terms. Most, if you're using the educational platform, you will get way more too. So if you log in with your school email, you'll get way more. But for this one, I want to use the free version. So you see how, and it comes show you how to collect like terms, substitution, solving, all of that is there already. So sometimes you don't have to go from scratch. But let me go back to the presentation. So I want you to tell me, think about your topic. And also if you're doing, I want to go back here. A lot of social emotional learning is needed in the classroom, and it's necessary. So whichever topic you teach, you can use social emotional learning, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and this is off the fly because I want us to find something. So let's say I'm big on growth mindset. So let's say I want to talk about growth mindset. And by the way, I realize that helps in my classroom. So let's say if I wanted a post, I can find it. But if I wanted a whole lesson, I could find it. You see, it says growth. These are ready to teach lessons. So some of them are pro, these ones, but I promise you can find some that are not pro. If I wanted a poster, so I want to teach my students, let's talk about growth mindset. Let's make learning, and you see it says, let's make learning challenges an opportunity to grow. So say it with us. So instead of saying you can't do it, you can say, I'll get better with practice. My classmates inspire me to do well. There's always room for improvement, and depends on your age, the age group that you're teaching, because you could use that for the younger groups, and you choose. But again, if you can see, there's so many templates that came up, and you can just choose from one. Growth mindset, instead of saying I'm bad at this, think I'll try again. So that one. So there's so much. The power of yet. All of that. So that's something that you can look into. Social and emotional learning is a great way. Social. All right, let's type in SEL. SEL. It should come up. Let's see what comes up for it. So see, SEL templates, emotional empathy, step in, step out, gives you a whole lot of things, resolving conflicts with kindness. So we can do that. Let's look at this one. So you want to be aware of your feelings, live your values, keep an open mind, take turns speaking, embrace growth, take responsibility, listen carefully, and take time to reflect. So we can have this, but you can even use this and have your students do it like when you're setting expectations for day one. And if you're a teacher because the summer is coming up and people are going on interviews, there's so much you can do and show about yourself with this. But let's continue. I want us to practice now. Think about your area of specialization: math, Spanish, English, science, art, anyone. any area that you're teaching, you're going to search for a presentation based on a topic in your course, and then you're going to see how fast you can get a presentation. And sometimes you have to put PowerPoint at the end, or you might ask you to be a little bit more detailed, but I promise you, you will find something in your area. Now, you're going to think about how you would use these templates that I'm going to show you next in your classroom. So how can this template help you? Or how can it help you as a teacher, and how can it help you to engage your students? So is it something you're using as the teacher to present information, or is it that you want your students to produce something, or is it a combination of both? So here's what I did at the beginning of the school year, because our thing is online, so you want to show your students, and all I did was change a picture. So I went on, you can type in meet the teacher, and I'm going to go to Canva and show you. Meet the teacher, I find a picture of myself, and I talk about me. Hello, students, welcome back to school. I'm Miss Hibbert, and I'll be your Spanish teacher this year. My expectations, so I'm hoping that you remember that the only person that can stop you is you, and I talk about myself so they can know a little bit more about me. Again, you probably think, oh, that took a long time. No, all I did was go here, and I type in meet the teacher in the search bar. You can type in what you're looking for. And once I do that and click enter, you will see quickly, you see all of these, and you can decide. The template is here. You change your picture. Look at Miss Wilson, meet the teacher for Miss Smith, Miss Alvarado, whoever it is, how much, depending on the amount of information you need. So if you want to put your contact information, you can customize this template, and I go ahead, and if I was going to do it, I could change this picture. So I would remove Miss Wilson's picture. So you click on the picture that you want to remove, and then I could import my picture here. I could change the name. I click on it, highlight it. I can backspace it, and then just put Miss Hibbert. I can go here where it says, hello, I'm excited to welcome you and your child to my class. I can personalize it. But again, I don't have to start from scratch. I can look at one that, okay, I like these colors, or let's say I didn't like that one and I want to use another one, then I can go ahead and do that. So that's one of the things that I did in my students, and whenever they come, if they're at the beginning of the class or whenever they join the class, they can see. Another one is comic strips, and you can definitely use comic strips. All right, let's see. And for the presentation, I made it where when you clicked, if the person's clicked here, it should take them to a comic strip. And this one is the power of growth mindset, but you can have comic strip for anything you want. You have templates, you see this one says growth, look, as a math teacher, grocery math. And I could go ahead and edit it. I can make it bigger. Tom, mom wants to go to get milk from the store. Okay, just milk, yeah. How much money will she give me? $5. Let me see if mom gives me $5, make it $3. You'll have $2 left over. So you're teaching math, but not in your traditional. Or I don't know if you've seen that video where they say, if I give you 5 apples, so it depends on what it is. But you can find a way to, whatever your content is, to find innovative ways to teach it. So you don't have to say, if you have 5 and you -2, what will it be? So that's, and again, as I said, there are so many templates that you can use. All right. So for comic strips, I've used it in my classroom. I've had my students use comic strips. So for example, when I'm teaching Spanish and we're doing like dialogues, if we're doing who am I, quién soy, or dialogues when we're doing greetings, then they can do comic strips. Buenos dias. Next person says buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? And we go ahead with that. So, and they can share it right there with me in Canva. I can give immediate feedback, or whichever learning management system that you use, you can upload it there. But comic strips, and I want you to think below, sorry, I want you to think and comment below. What are some of the things you'd use comic strips for in your classroom? So that way another teacher that's teaching the same thing or didn't think about it like that, they can say, oh, I could use it for this. So, but I tell you, works like a charm. Another thing, infographics. And once you go in and search, I promise you, you are going to find infographics. So I went ahead and created that. Once they click here, it should take them to an example. So these are like for English, prefix, meaning, and all of that. You decide, and I'm telling you, whatever your topic is, there is something here on Canva for you. How would you use flyers in your classroom? Again, click here. It should take you to a flyer, and this is a newsletter. This I took online. You can edit it, you can change it, whatever your school is. I just took this. I don't even know which school this is, but just for examples to show you that, all right, you can use this. So if I said Simonette Hibbert High School, or Simonette Hibbert's High School, no, Simonette Hibbert High. That's the name of the high, like it's my high, not even Hibbert's High. But yes, you get the idea. Whatever the name of the school is, Hibbert Nation. Thank you for being a part of Hibbert Nation. Whatever it is, I can just go ahead and edit it. Hibbert Nation. And you'd be a part of it. You edit it how you want, but you can use flyers. You can create flyers for your classroom. You can give your students a project where they're creating flyers. For example, in the Spanish classroom, if we are doing the Spanish-speaking countries, that's something that they could do, along with a whole host of other things. But just giving you some ideas. Lesson plans, guys, you can find ready done lesson plans on Canva. Who doesn't like a lesson plan that's already done? And again, depending on your template, then you would make it your own. But again, the aim is to have the template, and also the aim is to find other ways, ideas. Okay? Worksheets. Listen, you can find worksheets on Canva. So, sorry, I went too fast just now. So here is a worksheet, number bonds. It can be a worksheet on reading responses. So let me click on that one. So the worksheet can have anything. Reading, what was the story about? What did the character want? Where and when did the story take place? What was the problem in the story? How did the character solve the problem? This is something that you can print off. So if you wanted to print it, you could download it, you can print it, share it on social, you can just send it to the student. You can create a Canva classroom. If I'm using my educational one, you'll see where I can create a Canva classroom and my students can be in that classroom. So when I post it, they'll see it. Now, you can also use it for announcements. So let them know that there's Spanish 1 PMA test reminder. This is a reminder. Your testing is on March 1st, 2024. And don't forget to review your lessons. And all I changed on this was Spanish 1 PMA test reminder and the date. Even the don't forget to review your lessons was already on Canva, the template. So I'm telling you, I am telling you that there is so much. There's so many things that you can do on Canva. And if you have any questions, let me know. Also, before I go to, I want to show you something. So I'm gonna make sure I go back and show you how, when you log on, a few of the things. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section below. And these are some shortcuts. So for example, I'm gonna screenshot this I'm gonna leave the shortcuts on the screen, but I want to show you, for example, if I press the letter B while I'm in the presentation, it will blur the current slide. So that's one thing. So you see how it looks hazy? No, your internet is still working. If I should press the letter C, look what happened. I get confetti. So you can fix your presentations. I press B and it took off the blur. If I was supposed to press the letter D, drum roll. So when you're doing your presentation, you could put some life into it. So I could be like, and guys, coming up now, and then I press D and a drum roll. Or if I do something, or if my students do something, or if they are doing a presentation and I teach them this and they say, oh, whatever I just did was epic, they could press M, mic drop. So, and this is in Canva. Once you're in presentation mode, these are some of the shortcuts. So let me go to that screen with the shortcuts. If you press O, floating bubbles, and you can also decide if for your class, this is something that means when we hear the bubbles, it's time to get up or drink water, whatever it is. Q, let's say they're making a lot of noise and you're doing a presentation. See how amazing that is? U, once I'm finished with this presentation, I could go ahead and press U. Also, if I press it, it opens. And I can put a timer on it. So any number I press, if I press 1, you'll see a timer for 1 minute at the side. I don't know if you just saw that on my screen. If I press 9, it changes. So I can have music playing too with the timer. So up here and all of that good stuff you can do. If I want to refresh, if I want to take it off, I can. But I hope that you learned something from this, and I am going to be going back to Canva just to show you a few things. So here we go. So let's go. This is my presentation, but I want to go home to give you so home on your home screen. Before you go and you're like, oh, this is great, but what am I going to do? This is what the home screen looks like. It says, what will you design today? And you can do a doc, a whiteboard presentation, social media. You can tell them you're doing videos, you want to print products, you want to create a website, and you can do so much more. Infographic, picture collage, desktop wallpaper, book cover, anything. Think about it. It's here on Canva. So I just want, if you want to do a YouTube intro, a lesson plan, it is amazing. And in Magic Studio, you see where all of these Magic Design, Magic Write for videos, transform your content. Listen. I know that Canva can make your life better, my life better. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. And I hope that you learned something today. And if you use Canva for anything else, let me know. And also, if you need me to do a more in-depth presentation on something specific, please let me know. But again, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for watching. And if this helped you, leave a comment below and share it with somebody else. Have a fantastic day. Bye.